Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Friday podcast.
Friday podcast.
The long lunch podcast, because you guys have got nowhere better to be today.
No.
Well, I'm going to a long lunch. You guys are going to a long lunch.
Well, there's flights to be had.
Flights to be had.
Holidays to be
I've
taken.
got a podcast to slip in there somewhere.
Oh, yeah, that's
Got
right.
Jonesy waiting downstairs. Another podcast.
Well, maybe you could do that over a long lunch with a flight of beer. There you go.
No, that doesn't work. It's got
No.
to be in here in the studio.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
the soundy recordy thingy.
Yeah. Yes.
The wheel's still spinning, but the hamster's dead.
Yeah, I know. I hear you.
Mitch, tell us one of your extra long stories. And
I got.
We do not need that today.
Yeah, I got nothing. Oh, thank
We'll
you.
save it for the lunch, actually.
Says the guy who's spending the next 6 hours with me.
Yes, exactly. Got a lot of time
As we
to
get
spend with Mitch.
stories from other people today. That's
Is
our
there
goal.
auctions? I can't remember. Do we have to do bloody...
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yep. So we get up and do our spiel, then they have a comedian, and then we have
yeah.
what's allocated. I think they say, oh, look, let's get 30 to 40 minutes out. We have 3 guests up. I forget who we had a couple of years ago. We were up there for an hour and 25 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
We are
Doing the
not
auction.
doing that today.
No, with the guests. I don't know whether it was like the Fletch and
Oh.
Hindy or something
We
like.
had Fletch and Hindy last year or the year before.
Yeah, there's a couple of loose gooses up there, and they just kept going. And it was good. It was good gear, but it just ate into the rest of the afternoon. So instead of having breaks, 20-minute breaks between other bits, we just had to roll on from the guests
we are not
into
doing,
auctions,
we are not
into
doing
raffles.
that
No, we
today.
are not.
We are staying on a
Someone tell Alfie that, because Alfie's one of our guests. It's Alfie and Wendell. Like
Yeah. Keep
it
anything could
tight.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
oh, Wendell's and Wendell Sailor. What's he doing now? What is he
don't
doing?
know what Dell's up to.
A little bit of media stuff.
A little bit of this,
still.
a little bit of that.
Yeah, he's still kicking on.
Yeah.
So,
You know, Alfie I had to do like a regional Broncos thing. We used to travel up, go to Rocky and Gladstone, wherever around Queensland and stuff, and do these Bronco dinners, and they bring up, I think, 2 current players and then 1 old boy. And the old boy would always be saved to last because they've got the best stories. They're always looser and they can waffle on.
And they don't care.
They do not give a shit. And this one in particular, I think it was Alfie. It was Alfie, sorry. And he was last, and they said, we've got to pull him up second. He is so trashed already. And this was like before even the first guest gets up. So I'm talking to like a very young Katoni Staggs, who's like 3 games into his NRL career.
Green.
Everything he's saying is so clean. Very, yes, sir, no, sir, over at the end of every sentence. And then they've just pulled Alfie up. And he I think he asked, did anyone... They had like a Little League carnival the next day. He said, anyone got any kids in the carnival? Anyone want a kid in the carnival tomorrow? Anyone want a kid in the carnival next year? Come and see me after. Because if you don't have one yet, I'll give you one.
That's outstanding.
And then afterwards, I have to bring up, like, I don't know, Ashton Sims or something. Go, mate, you've got to follow him up.
Do you remember that? Remember I did that gig?
Ashton, blow all your cliches out your ass.
We don't do that shit. Remember I did that gig at Vic Park with Alfie and Anthony Seibold when Seibold was coaching, and I looked down at Alfie's table and I'm going, we've got Alfie's rider. I'm like, what are you getting him a rider for? It's a bottle of what do you call it? Not Red Bull, the Fireball. A bottle of Fireball. Like straight freaking hard liquor.
The chili whiskey.
The shot chili whiskey. So I'm like, don't give him what he asks for. Like, he was joking. And I remember 10 minutes before he had to come on stage, I looked down and it was 3/4 empty. He drank 3/4 of a bottle of Fireball, got on stage, could barely put 2 words together, and then rang me the next day. To said to me, do you reckon Anthony Seibold knew I was drinking? I was like, yes. He knew you were drinking. You couldn't even talk.
Oh, my God.
He drank an entire bottle of hard liquor.
But that is quite spicy.
he went
So,
on
it
stage.
it you both ways. Like, at first it your brain, then it your bum.
I remember.
Your anus.
So hot.
Remember-
Oh,
Yes.
right, yeah.
Did you ever do that trip with the Queensland the Origin, the Fogs, where I was on a train?
No, you did that.
I
didn't
did
do
that.
it.
It was out just by myself. And Sam
With
Bacco.
Sam Bacco, the
Sam
big prop,
Bacco.
yeah.
Oh, it was me, Sam Bacco, and Marty Bella. And Marty Bella's like straighty 180. And Sam and I.
Sam is not.
Sam and I got we caught the train out to Roma or Longreach or somewhere.
Was it like an overnight train?
It was an overnight train, and we
fun.
got blind, and then we went back to Sam's place, and then the next day we were presenting at the primary school, and they got the school assembly. And we rocked up and we're just, and I'll never forget Sam's.
He'd be 140 kilograms.
Yeah, and you know the things that you drink
The
out
bubbler.
of? The bubbler, but the bubblers were like really low
Because it's grade 2 kids.
So Sam's down like on his knees going...
It looked like Shrek.
And then he's turned and he's looked, but in between him doing that, the headmaster came over to meet this rugby league legend, and Sam's just got up and looked at me and go, "Mate, I'm."
Oh my God. That is awesome.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.